Grab your slow cooker today because we're going to be making my favorite slow cooker stew. The first time we made this stew, we actually used bear meat. Today we're going to use venison, but you can use beef if that's your thing. Use whatever kind of red meat sounds good to you. Let's get at it. Just give me a minute and then we'll make some soup. Stew. We're making stew today. Thank God. Y'all, it is 60 degrees in my house. Our furnace didn't turn on this morning, so I'm gonna go start the wood stove. It's like 25 degrees outside. Yay. It would be really awesome to have soup right now, wouldn't it? Let's get to it. Here are the items you will be needing for the soup today. You're gonna need yourself a couple pounds of red meat. This is venison. We're gonna need potatoes, onions, carrots, a little bit of flour, some of that Worcestershire sauce, or however you say it. I just call it warty sauce because that's easier to pronounce. Salt, pepper, paprika. Hey kids, you're also gonna need a few cloves of garlic and a couple cups of beef broth. Obviously this isn't prepared, this is just the base, but a couple cups of beef broth. Clearly I'm not prepared to make this video yet, and I need a little bit more coffee. Okay, let's do this. Take the flour, dump it on the meat, and then add the salt and the pepper. And what you're gonna do is you're going to stir that all around. You're gonna coat the meat really, really good, because that's going to help thicken the soup or the stew. If it doesn't work, you can add a little cornstarch and water later. Pour it in the slow cooker. We're gonna cut up some carrots. And you probably have a helper, so don't forget to pay the carrot tax. We're gonna cut up the potatoes and the onions. We're gonna mash up the garlic, add it in there. We're gonna add all that to the slow cooker as well. Add some paprika. A little more. Then add the beef broth and some of the warty sauce. Stir it up. Doesn't that look great? Put a cover on it, and you're going to cook it on low for 10 to 12 hours or high 4 to 6 hours. And that's pretty much how you make that soup. Don't you love slow cookers? I feel like I have to tell you a funny story about that soup though. The first time we made that soup was when my sons had been bear hunting for the first time and they got a bear. And so, I don't know, they were 12, 13, somewhere in there. And so I had wrote up this article about this recipe and explained that my sons had made the stew. So I had a reader who got online on social media, saw this post about my sons making bear stew, and called my sons a jerk for getting a bear. Although she didn't use the word jerk. So one of my sons, 13 at the time, I think, got online and responded to this person and said, "Oh yeah? Well, at least I'm a jerk who can cook." I surely do not know where their sassiness comes from. It must be their father.
Hey, little guy, what are you doing inside the chicken area? You're on the wrong side of the fence. Hey, come here.
I'm a beast. I'm a beast. And I do what I want.
It's like having a barn full of toddlers, honestly.
And now, through the magic of television, no wait, this isn't television, the stew is already ready. Oh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. That looks scrumptious. All right, kids. There we go. Scoopy scoopies. Is not this absolutely beautiful and delicious looking and scrumptious looking? It's so good. Another really great way to serve this is in a bread bowl. If you know how to make one, I should make a video about that, shouldn't I? So here we go. I have a nice, but this is almost too hot to hold on to. So delicious. I'm so thankful for this very warm soup on this very cold day. Let me know if you make it and what you thought of it. And for goodness sakes, if you use bear, don't tell anybody.